stuff like that. But I mean, he was just.
Ingrained in his head.
Oh my God, it was terrible.
Now, Tim, the other thing is, if this was the original car, you'd be dealing with about 2 inches worth of grime everywhere.
Right.
Right? You're dealing with a clean engine now.
Oh yeah, don't forget that one. And then there's one over here.
Of course, if you can't tell this is the oil can bolt bag, you know, it's the dirty
Well, we'll know
one,
just by what
right?
the bolts look like.
Dirty,
So,
too.
yeah.
What are these bolts for right here? What are going
That was for a bracket that went on here that holds the exhaust.
Oh, okay. Here's a washer. Don't forget that washer.
Yeah, some had washers, some didn't.
Yeah.
Some had lock washers, some had flat.
You want to get that one there?
Here, that goes with the other long ones.
Because I don't know what I'm looking for.
But he doesn't have a bag for the long one.
And I wouldn't know who to send it to get it fixed.
They're on the floor there.
And I'll figure out a way to keep track of
Wouldn't you
it.
send it to the guy where everyone goes? Up north?
Oh, that one's kind of cool.
I think that's.
Yeah, he gets a Jaguar.
Oh yeah, that's just the insert, threaded insert for
Are you
there.
sure there's a real yes, where's the order?
Coffee.
Right, we can't put stuff.
Oh, well.
Is this one on now?
What is the other one?
We'll fix that. Oh, that's what it's in for service. Yeah.
That's actually the pickup. So it's
That's
picking
what the
up from
Bentley
here
gear
and then
Oh,
charging
and it
through a
goes to the
pipe
pump,
and then,
okay.
yeah.
What about these dudes?
I think they're going to be all right for now. I'm hoping to get the fan off without disturbing the timing of our coach building.
The timer.
Yeah. Think we got them all?
We were there in the back here.
You need one of those beekeepers.
Usually a spot.
Nice leather.
There is no edge.
He probably took it around to some later.
You ever get see one of those little beekeepers? They go right down to those.
I know.
Those things are great.
I know.
Sachet across.
It's funny because I was doing a seminar here and a guy said that he ended up sending me a couple of them.
Yeah, and you always need to.
Well, if it's aluminum, you don't.
So I have a
Only get the big end.
There. Yeah.
Could be a problem here.
There we go. Done this a couple of times. Nope.
And the front
We can get
studs
enough
are.
of an opening.
Move on this side.
Enough
These
on those,
right here.
Regular.
This wooden wedge would be.
Instead of the metal on aluminum.
Yeah, it's steel and aluminum.
I'll try it right there.
Something been here before.
Oh, you know what? You get there's a shoulder right there. You just put it on an angle this way. Put it
Yeah.
straight back.
Maybe you need a bigger one.
Yep. I'll hold, try to hold it in. Yeah, swing that a little bit toward you. A little bit more, right there. There you go.
Same thing on the other side, maybe.
Yeah.
With luck. Same one. I think a tap with a leather mallet would be the.
Okay.
Look out for the aluminum.
There you go.
Like a break of Fabergé
Ta-da!
All right.
Good, good guess.
So he wants to.
Yeah.
You've got some.
Yeah, actually, put it on that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's super critical.
I mean, it's exactly like the drag motorcycle.
You do what?
Yeah, one of the
Oh,
Yeah, I wonder.
Oh, yeah, go
Are
ahead.
there little filters in there? Is there little inserts, or is it just
The ends are kind of clouded.
Okay.
ah,
Look at this, how they have that, it's not drilled through the casting,
It's
actually.
very dirty inside.
When it hasn't run much. Exactly.
That's what?
Yeah, I go up and down.
So we don't have to.
where's the traffic?
In most cases, they take the ends off.
Little round thing.
Yeah.
Maybe you can't get that discoloration out, but I would
Bill,
think.
what does it
Some
say
of
the
it is a
trap's
coating that they put in.
Oh,
You
okay.
didn't have the oil porosity.
Oh,
And it
okay.
usually has a brownish reddish look to it.
Okay,
And I normally,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
unbelievably tough stuff.
okay.
Some,
Like whip collar or some
yeah,
sort
but
of
it's
thing.
actually much
Fine.
better.
All sorts of interesting things.
Not this one. 'cause
I've never
it's
seen it
clean,
come
but
off.
Okay, that's mine, whip collar.
I know places that, you know, I'll send it out for
Really?
cleaning, they'll clean it off. I don't like it when they do.
Okay.
But it takes an awful lot of work for them to do it.
All right,
So I usually try to preserve.
so if we have that, we should leave it.
I think so.
Okay, makes sense.
Oh, yeah. You know, whatever it is, it's probably lethal to recode.
Yeah, correct.
This,
I've had good
coating,
talk come on.
rough
Yeah,
coating?
so have I.
Well, the roughness is the casting itself.
Oh, okay.
But the dark is a
Oh, interesting.
coating, porosity improver.
Yeah, it's an inhibitor.
Inhibitor, right.
Oh, wow.
Does on a model.
Intact.
Well, yeah, it does. This is true.
Scrape it out with a knife a little, put it back on.
$25. Yeah,
Indiana.
yeah.
Oh, really?
You can get them.
From who?
Up from a dealership in
Fine.
Indiana.
Oh, fine for
Or,
that.
yeah, or Bentley's on it.
$25.
These pipes?
Get into it.
Yeah, get
Do
into
you
it.
use the restroom real quick?
Sometimes. Yeah, it's hit and miss. Yeah, they're worth a try.
It's a hit or miss out here?
Dad has way in the back.
Tim, what are these pipes here? Or is that a shaft right here?
That's the main oil gallery.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so oil is coming in through there and then being distributed through that.
So they press it in?
It is a tight fit in there, yes. And then there's these dowels or go down in there and thread into it.
So,
Yeah.
I guess they.
Now they didn't need all that because on the later cars they just did a web of piping.
Right. Like they did on most, yeah, on the newer car. I guess you can sand cast.
Okay, turn it.
Yeah, try to turn it.
See if it's going to turn like this? Just a little finger?
Yeah, it won't.
Another percent.
Why not? Do I have to have a big explosion or something?
But I can tell. I mean, these are like the
What's
way
wrong?
these are. So much. Let me show you a rod.
Was that too tight? I know. I see. See this oil? This thing is down there.
Yeah.
This is actually a range rod, which should be the same, but
I wrote that.
that's what it's gonna look like. But you see how thick that flange is compared to that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
Huh.
And then this is an earlier, a 2025, which would have a Babbitt-lined removable shell. And these are Hall's metal, which is like an aluminum.
Yeah, what is Hull? Just aluminum?
It's a bearing aluminum. I have a sample of it here.
Is that just the shell, or is it the whole thing?
So, yeah, so they came up, so as the Autobahn was taking off, people were taking their Rolls-Royce and Bentleys out on the Autobahn and they were being passed by Alphases and Lagondas and everything else. So they figured they'd keep up. And then in doing that, they would have a connecting rod go. So,
Yeah.
so you know, they were complaining to Rolls-Royce, how can't I keep up with these Alphases and everything else?
That's the.
So then they, their solution was to come out with Hall's metal inserts, which is a stronger material than Babbitt.
Yeah.
And it is a type of aluminum, but it's a bearing quality aluminum.
Okay.
And so that worked well enough, and it kind of got them by until post-war, and then they went to a more modern insert type bearing. This is a post-war rod from an industrial engine,
Okay.
a Rolls-Royce industrial.
Yeah.
So it's not all finished out and pretty
Right.
like the other.
Yeah. Now, what would you
But that has
do?
an insert bearing.
You can get the Hall's metal bearings for these engines, or
Well, what I've done,
Yeah, I think that's right.
Phantom 3
There's an oil
also
pan
started to
down
go
here, too,
to
he
Hall's
said.
metal.
Yeah.
So then I did some investigating, and I run into Alcoa.
Yeah.
And I tell them, and they go, "Oh yeah, it's bearing aluminum.
Right here,
Okay.
That's no problem."
right there.
And I said,
So
"Well,
how does
I'm
the
gonna
oil
get
get
some."
to
And
be
he said, "Well, how
all
many
in the
pallet
tank?
loads do you
Through
want?"
here?
Drill.
How many tons?
I wanted one tube. And they said, "Oh." But then I found a company in Erie,
One here, one
and
here.
they said, "Oh yeah, you know,
There
how many
should be
tubes do you
7
want?" And I said, "Maybe I'll start off with like 6 or whatever." So then they
So it's between
passed them out, and then they said,
one connected.
"Well, now that
And that's
corresponds with
Sometimes
AL2 or
they put-
AL3, Alcoa 2 or AL3.
Okay.
Is the equivalent of the Halls
But
metal."
the rolls-
And they said, "But we don't have that anymore. We're now doing AL4, which is much, much better than Plymouth."
Okay.
So this
So
one-
they sent me some tubes, and then I have them machined out. And that sample I passed around is the off cut. Because, you know, you have the
That's
bearing
the
machined
end
out,
cap
Yeah.
and then
for
you
the connector.
cut it. Well, half of it you
And the
throw
main
away.
bearing
'Cause
is
it's
just.
Okay, because you
Right.
can't
No
cut it in
good.
half.
Right, right. You can only cut so much.
Right.
So that's the off cut, but that gives you an idea of what it's like.
Okay.
So now, if you do a little more research in aluminum bearing material, there's companies that are now coming up, and it's becoming more of a
Well,
thing.
a lot of small engines like Onans and Kohlers use aluminum rods, and that's the bearing
And
material.
it rides on the rod.
Yeah, right. And they don't ever wear out hardly.
Right.
I've got 10,000 hours on some of them. Take them apart, and the bearing dimensions are fine, but the rings are shot.
Right. Now the big complaint about Hall's metal, and a lot of people complain about this, and then so they eventually went away from Hall's metal, is that it continues to give, and it loses its nip. The nip,
Yeah, right.
the crush is what holds the bearing.
Right.
Well, it continues to lose it over a period of time. Now, it's going to have to meet a yield at some point in time, is my theory anyway. So what I do is I set the nip and the crush on the rods. I set it pretty excessively initially,
Okay.
and then I do it over a period of weeks. Until I get to the point where I can measure it, and I know that the yield is
It's
given.
crushed
and
all
it-
it's going to crush.
and I still have crush onto the bearing.
Yeah, right.
So I've done that, and I've been fine. I've put, I don't know how many in Phantom 3 engines.
Okay. I mean, because I've heard that that's what you look for in these is Hall's metal, and you don't want that. But if you
Right.
don't use that, what would you use?
Well, you have options. You have the same dimension rod in an early Mark 6,
Okay.
and that uses a modern insert bevel.
Okay.
The rod looks identical to one of these, except it's just allowed to have a
An insert.
An
it's
insert.
Got the grooves for
so, and that they've been doing that for quite a while.
Okay.
I mean, this is a beautiful rod. I mean,
Yeah.
especially when you compare it to that other one.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, so you get a set of Mark 6 rods, you know, $1,200, and then you get your insert bearings, and then.
Or call you and get some.
Or
Hall's
you,
metal
right.
bearings.
Well, eventually, we're going to run out of Mark 6 rods.
Yeah, that's right.
Now you could have, you know, rods made again. There's companies that do that and use whatever.
Yeah.
But you know, I with the P3s, I was having good luck with the Hall's metal type, so I figure, you know, that's probably a good alternative to go. The other nice thing about the Hall's metal is that you can size it to whatever your crank is. You know, whereas with the inserts, it's, you know, it's either 10s, 20s, or 30s. Undersized.
Yeah, right.
Well, let's say you want 15 or 5.
Yeah, you don't want to grind
take
your
off-
crank too much if it's round but
Right.
undersized.
Right. So, you know, so when you fit a new Hall's metal, it's like 60 under, and then you
Okay.
can machine it to
All right.
allow for your clearance.